If you're a guy between the ages of 18 to 26, chances are you have that one mobile game that you don't play around about. I'm talking about that one game you've been playing for 5 to 10 years, since middle school maybe even before then. I'm talking games like Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Subway Surfers, Madden Mobile, hell, even Candy Crush can be thrown into that mix. Why not? People play that game, right? Every game I just mentioned is free to play on the iPhone App Store and readily available to download within 2 to 3 minutes. Now, to the average person, there's nothing wrong with the business model of free-to-play games. After all, free is free, right? Just don't download the game if you don't want to play it. But the way these game developers hook you into their user base, keep you coming back until you're in too deep to quit, ultimately reveals a far more sinister business model in place. This is why mobile games are a scam. The reason why I'm making this video in the first place is to talk about my newest addiction, Clash of Clans. As a 24-year-old, I guess there's worse things to be addicted to. Let me just tell you how it happened. I download the game in middle school because everyone's playing it. I enjoy the game and play it for at least a year. I forget about the game until 2 months ago when I see a YouTube video promoting the game. I figure, yeah, that looks like a fun time waster, and then proceed to download the game. I have fun with the game. I spend some money on the game to make things move faster. I'm rewarded for spending money through immediate progression. I continue to play the game for more instant gratification. I continue to spend money on the game despite things taking longer to progress. Now I'm spending more and more money the more I log in, and the cycle repeats. Now I'm broke. Well, not really, but still I could be if I had less self-control. So today I'm going through the steps in which these mobile game developers take to hook their gullible users such as myself, and how this business model becomes harmful fairly quickly for many users. Pulling from my own personal experience to give you guys a better idea as to how sinister these tactics actually are. When starting up the game for the first time, you're barraged with a copious amount of deals. Some of these deals are even free. In Clash of Clans, they give you 500 gems, the in-game currency from the jump, and they give you these gems to speed up progression in the early stages of the game. Now, in Clash of Clans, what you upgrade is defense and buildings, and during the early stages of the game, upgrades take no more than a couple of minutes. So being able to quickly progress through the early stages of the game gives you that sense of accomplishment that keeps you coming back. And this is how they hook you. You could also buy an additional builder with these gems. And if you don't know what that is, it essentially allows you to build more than one thing at once, allowing you to feel even more of that sense of accomplishment that keeps you hooked. Initially, everyone is given 2 builders, but you could get up to 5 builders if you decide to spend the extra money. However, at the very start, they offer you a barrage of deals. Many of these deals offer gems included with additional builder huts. So if you want to buy gems, you might as well get the deal with the gems plus the builder hut, and then use the gems you bought to buy another builder hut. So now you have 4 builder huts for the price of 3, making you think you've got yourself a deal. And because you got a deal on that last builder hut, you might as well spend the $10 for the 5th builder hut, right? Why not at this point? And once you do that, you're fully in the game's user base. It's over. Not really, but you are hooked. For sure. You've just spent $20 and you didn't even realize it. They've got you. Feels bad, I know. And if that's not enough to hook you, they do a pretty good job of keeping you coming back through all the deals they continuously offer. And if they do catch you with one of these deals, they're far more likely to catch you with one in the future. In addition, winning your first few games online gives you a sense of accomplishment these mobile developers rely on to keep them coming back. As you get deeper into the game, the more you realize everything moves much slower than it used to. Upgrade times now lengthen from a couple of minutes to a couple of hours and even to a couple of days. Upgrading your walls can go from 1,000 coins to 10,000 coins to 100,000 coins very quickly. Deals are now more far and few in between. And all of this is because game developers like Supercell know you've already invested too much time into the game, meaning you're far less likely to quit at this point. But since things start to slow down, you have to buy more gems to progress things quicker. Soon enough, you're buying a couple of $5 gem bags instead of a couple of $1 gem bags. And at that point, you might as well buy the $10 gem bag because, well, there's 200 extra gems, you might as well get those. And this progresses more and more, all for the purpose of upgrading your town hall so you can unlock new things, like the jump spell or hog riders. Come on, man, we've all seen that commercial. Who doesn't want hog riders? And then when you got the hog riders, might as well work your way to the witches. Those are really cool. And then bowlers too, man. Oh, they can take out 2 buildings at once? Sign me up. And then root riders. Oh man, those look really cool. I just have to have them. And oh, what's that? A new deal. Sure, you know, I could have gotten 2 million coins 2 days ago for $1.99, but I might as well get them now for $5. I've got hidden Teslas to upgrade, and I might as well get the 2 research potion deal for 99 cents because I gotta upgrade my P.E.K.K.A. And did you know the gold pass upgrades builder speed by 20%? Gotta pay $7 for that. And now you're in too deep. If you're one of the people who can relate to this segment of the video or what has happened since, congratulations. You're in too deep. You've put in possibly hundreds of hours into this one mobile game, into this free mobile game, by the way, and somehow you spent possibly hundreds of dollars on it. This is where you start feeling like an idiot. And the worst part is, you know you can't stop now. As you progress more and more into the later stages of the game, each battle becomes more and more intense, and everything costs way more than it initially did. But you always see that little light at the end of the tunnel, an opportunity to be the best in the world, or at least in your clan, I don't know. And you keep telling yourself you gotta keep upgrading so you can be up there with the greats. And with upgrade times being up to a week now, it's imperative that you buy gems in order to see any type of progress take place in a short amount of time. So now you're possibly buying hundreds of dollars of gems in one sitting, all as a means to feed into the addiction these game developers have created for you. And guess what happens when you make it to the end? After you spend possibly thousands of dollars and thousands of hours in this game, all as a means to get to the top. Well, it's nothing. When there's nothing else to accomplish, what is there to get excited about? And so you stop playing. You're done with the game, and all you're left with is a pit of emptiness in your stomach. And that's how mobile games scam you. Let this video serve as a cautionary tale for the world of mobile games. I used my own personal experience to paint a bigger picture of the main problems that are really out there today, and how many of these games will drain your pockets and leave you feeling dissatisfied when it's all over. And although I've thankfully been able to control my spending habits, I can understand how for many it gets out of hand very quickly. Trust me, man, I was there before. My parents had their credit card on my Xbox account when I had a 360. You don't think I got into some trouble a couple of times? I did. So it's important to talk about these kind of things, to let people know the dangers of these mobile games and how it can become a very harmful addiction very quickly. And if you do choose to play these games, just know there isn't a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Stay safe.